Hi everyone, my name is Dale Pham, and today I'll be showing you a really short tutorial on how to use iMovie for e-learning. With a society that's just so very fast-paced and everybody's always on the go, it's really hard to keep a learner or an employee or anyone's attention span. So I find that when you create content that is either interactive or visually appealing, it helps retain that person's focus. So without further ado, I would like to show you my very quick walkthrough and tutorial on how to create iMovie content and use it for your next e-learning course. So you're going to start by opening up your iMovie application. I would like to start by saying that this application is only compatible with Apple products. So you do need a MacBook or any kind of Apple product to use iMovie. So after you've opened up the application, you're going to go ahead and create new movie. After that, it'll bring you to this screen here where it says import media. Using this tool, you'll be able to take any movies or pictures or music files from your computer to put into your iMovie product. So here I'm just going to put in a picture just to show you how easy it is to import. Another really easy way to import media is to simply drag that file from your desktop into that folder. So to make this video a little bit more easy to understand, I went ahead and already had all my files on my desktop, and now I'm just dragging one by one and putting it into this folder. Now that all your files are imported into iMovie, you're going to pick and choose what you want in your video. So in this gray bar down here, that's where all of the bits and pieces of your video are going to be. So go ahead and just drag down and put whatever content you want in this gray space right here. I'm going to call this the timeline. And then I'm just showing you here how to trim each clip. Notice that the number changes. That shows you how many seconds that content will be in your video for. So right now this is 3 seconds long. So you continue to pull down content that's been imported and put it on your timeline. So the video I'm making today is a short video that shows you how to turn on a 3D printer, which by the way is accessible to all students who are attending UNM. It is in the oils lab. If you get into contact with Vanessa, she can actually help you set up a time and you can go and print 3D objects with it. So that's just a little side note. Anyway, so I finished pulling down all the content that I want in my video. And that's, the title page, a video on how to turn on the printer, some information fact sheets, and this is what we have so far. So this little slider button next to the settings basically compresses everything down so that I don't have to slide so far back to edit certain parts of the video. So now you just see a small little space here on the timeline, which makes it easier to edit. Next, I'm going to show you how to crop your content. This square icon brings up 3 options: Ken Burns, crop to fill, and fit. Fit means your entire picture or frame is going to be in the video. Crop will kind of minimize and zoom in what you want. And then Ken Burns is a motion zooming. So there's a start and there's an end. The start will show you where the frame starts, and then end is where the video will cut off. To see what we've done with the crop, we're going to hit our space bar, and this shows what you just done with your crop product. So for the information page here that says turning printer on and off, I don't want it to move. I want it to just be fitted to the screen so that the user can read the content easier. So there it is. It's not moving at all. Moving on to the actual video that is showing me turning on the printer. I'm going to go ahead and split this video in half so that it's easier to edit because it's just one long 10-second file. So to do that, you can either slide that arrow back and forth to shorten it, or you can right-click on your mouse where you want it to split. Go ahead and right-click and then go to split clip and click on that. So there you go. Now you have two separate little files in there, which makes it easier again to edit. So we're going back to the crop tool and also zooming in and out of the video. So that tool is very useful because you can use it for non-moving content, which is pictures and the information page, and then now you can also do it to the video that's demonstrating how to turn on the printer. Now I'm going to show you some of the built-in content. So there's My Media and there's Audio, which are things in your computer that you can put into iMovie. There's also titles, backgrounds, and transitions. And this is just, more customizing, more things that you can make your content more appealing to the learner. So instead of putting the title page that's already there that says how to edit using iMovie, I'm going to go ahead and delete that because it's just kind of boring, plain Jane, white background. So we'll go ahead and delete that. And I'll go ahead and pick that blue pinstripe background and put that as the first page. Then you go over to titles where you can put in some of the wording. And here there are many effects to choose from. You go ahead and slide it right on top of that blue background that we picked. Go ahead and double click on the purple so that you can go in and edit because you don't want it to say title. I'm going to go ahead and put how to edit with iMovie. If I can spell it correctly. There you go. Okay, so anytime you want to see what you've done so far with your editing, go ahead and go down to the timeline and hit the space bar so you can see all the edit, all the wording, the color, the titles, everything that you've done. I do want to add a closing page to my video just to keep it more organized looking. I'm going to choose a black background this time and put it at the end of the video. And then next we'll go to titles, pick whichever wording I want for the end. So that one looks pretty cool. We'll go ahead and click and drag it down and put it right above the black background that I just chose. And again, go in and edit your wording. I like to check as I go, so I'm going to go down to the timeline, and this is what the ending will look like. Okay, everything looks good. Just some finishing touches. I'm going to go over to transitions. So these are all, of course, are optional features, but it just makes your video look better. I'm going to go ahead and choose this fade to white option and put it in between each content so that it has this gradual transition. After the transition pieces, I'm going to do one last thing, and that is add a little bit of background music to my video. I find that if it's an instructional video showing someone how to do something, a little bit of background music helps engage the learner. If it's just pure silence, people typically tune out. So I'm just dragging the file here, putting it into the folder, and then just playing it to make sure this is what I want. So everything sounds good. Same thing, go ahead and drag that file and put it into the timeline at the very, very bottom. That's where the music media goes. And because this song is really, really long, I'm going to go ahead and right click, split clip, so that it splits it up in half, and then I can delete that last part that I don't need. Hit the space bar to watch the video from the beginning to make sure that everything looks correct. Once you're done editing everything, you're going to import your file to save to your computer. So go to File, Share, and go down to File. Here you're going to name your movie. Make sure it says video and audio. That's what you're saving to. And I'm going to go ahead and title it and save it to my desktop. Once this circle icon fully closes, it means your upload is complete. So what's nice about iMovie is you can upload to YouTube, your email, or onto your computer. In this case, we're going to go ahead and do it to computer. It says that share is successful. So you're going to go ahead and now watch the video from your computer to make sure everything looks good.